If you're looking for fair fights, you're already playing our creators wrong. Most players think being good means winning even fights. 1 versus 1. Same gear, same opportunity, a test of skill. But here's the truth. The best players spend their entire careers avoiding fair fights. And once you understand why, you'll never look at combat the same way again. When we first start playing competitive games, we carry an idea with us: fairness. We want to prove we are the better player. We chase equal fights because they feel honorable. If I win, I earned it. If I lose, at least it was fair. But Arc Raiders doesn't reward honor. It rewards survival. And survival has never cared about fairness in this game and within reality. Every time you willingly take an even fight, you're really just flipping a coin. Maybe you're slightly better. Maybe they are slightly better. Maybe they land the first shot. Maybe you miss. Maybe a third team even hears the fight. The point is, you're introducing uncertainty when you don't have to, and winners hate unnecessary uncertainty. That title sounds strange, but hear me out. The players don't cheat. They simply refuse to fight on equal terms. They attack distracted players. They wait for bad positioning. They use sound, height, information, timing, numbers, early advantage they can create. Why, you ask? Well, it's because they understand something average players do not. Combat isn't about proving you are better. It's about increasing the probability that you survive. Professional poker, for instance, players don't go all in every hand now, do they? Just to prove that they can win. Chess masters don't sacrifice queens to make the game exciting. Elite athletes don't intentionally make matches harder. They literally maximize their chances. That's exactly what good Arc Raiders players do. This might be the hardest lesson to accept. Sometimes the reason you took that fight was genuinely just because of your ego. You saw another player, and instead of asking, should I fight, you asked, can I beat him? Those are completely different questions. One is strategic, the other is emotional. And emotion has ended more successful raids than bad aim ever has. This is where good players separate themselves. Before every engagement, ask yourself 4 questions. 1. Do I have better information? 2. Do I have better positioning? 3. Do I have the first shot? And 4. Do I have an escape if this goes wrong? If you answered no to most of these, why are you fighting? Good players don't wait for advantages, they create them. Maybe they rotate, maybe they flank, maybe they let another team start the fight, and maybe they even just simply leave. Because every second spent creating an advantage can save an entire raid. Imagine your backpack is already worth, let's say, 90,000 credits. You see another solo player, same gear, same distance, same chance. You could fight, or you could extract. What are you actually risking? Not your pride, not your confidence, but your profit. That's why this connects directly to the last episode. Good players leave rich because they don't waste wealth on unnecessary coin flips. If you haven't watched episode 3 yet, go back after this. These 2 lessons quite literally belong together. I want you to remember one sentence. Never confuse a fair fight with a smart fight. One of those satisfies your ego, the other protects your progress. And progress always wins in the long run. The best players aren't fearless. They aren't always mechanically gifted either. They simply understand something most players just never will. They don't look for fair fights. They don't look for winning fights. Because at the end of the day, nobody remembers how fair the fight was. They remember who walked away. If you enjoyed this episode of How Winners Think, let me know in the comments. What's the biggest fight you wish you'd never taken? Next time, we're talking about something every player experiences, but almost nobody notices. And that is the psychology of greed. And trust me, once you see it, you'll realize it was never the loot that killed you.